Let's. Uh-oh. I'm trying to get the setup correct, but we having a few problems, but not to worry because I'm going to take care of it. Give me a second. I'm a little behind, but not to worry. Okay. What's happening with that? What? There you go. The camera was all out of whack. Hey, look, check. Jack Daniels Boxing Trainers Channel. And this is live. So I'm testing this system. So let the record reflect. If we don't get it right this time, I got to go back to the lab. I'm going to do this until I learn the concept of how you work all these systems that everybody else is using to move ahead. Let me get this thing off my head so I can expose my hair. You know what I'm saying? My hair, my locks, y'all. But I call them the fist. I done told you that once before. So get with it. You know what I'm saying? Get with it. But look, the subject matter of this particular podcast is Ron the King, excuse my French, excuse me, Ron the King Garcia. And whether after all the drama that the King team created for the Haney teams on the last go around, whether Team Haney should take the fight. Now, I'm just a messenger, so don't get mad at me. You know what I mean? And although my feelings might be a little bit abnormal, because I have some reserved feelings about how Ron Garcia acted towards Devin and Bill Haney on the last go around with all the drama that was created in the sense that certain things was said about the Haneys so far as Ryan Garcia was concerned, and it was distasteful, and I didn't particularly like it. I'm quite sure Devin didn't either. Bill, I know he didn't either, but this is boxing. Stuff happens, things change, circumstances change, situations change, and here we go again. But even given those adversities, we still have the obligation and to a certain extent, the right to critique the behavior of the person involved. And in this case, we're talking about Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia acted really, 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 really bad with his choice of words. And actually, the saying is, when you say something, whether it's out of hostility or whatever the case may be, you really mean it, right? So some of the things that Ryan Garcia said left me with a bad taste in my mouth in regards to how he really felt about the Haneys, right? Now, and I mean, you guys need to start being realistic about the Haneys, right? In regards to their concept and in their behavior, right? They don't disrespect nobody, really. Unless you put them in the position, they're going to try to tear you up, especially Bill. Bill is going to try to eat you alive. And that's the nature of the beast when it comes to dealing with a person that's determined, you know what I mean, to do the right thing, but yet still not let you get away with anything. And I got that. As a man, I got that. But and Devin leaves all the work to Bill. And I get that also. Y'all need to start getting this too. I've said this once and I'm going to say it again. Devin is not the type that likes to get involved with a lot of bickering, backs and forths. You did it. The kid just ain't in it. And I get that. Y'all need to get that. And instead of placating blame every time you turn around about Devin the Dream Haney. Devin the Dream Haney is a good kid, and y'all need to respect that and get your butts behind him. And instead of always trying to hate on him, that's a shame. Grown but men hating on another young man because he chooses to do something that will historically put him on the map, and us on the map as a people for being great in a trying time of us trying to find ourselves. Right? This man is standing up, representing us to the fullest, and we have the audacity to try to hate on him. Oh, y'all a sad bunch. But now maybe this being a sad bunch will change your mindset and the way you think about yourself, right? And about everybody else. Maybe, just maybe, if that transpired, we would turn out to be a huge and powerful people. And that's one of the things that it's really all about. Now y'all can jump in at any time. Like I said, this is a live chat, right? We're on a live feed. And I put the phone number on the board so y'all can call the number. Call the number and let's have a conversation. You heard me? Let's have a chat session here today. Hey, look, me personally, I can do other things. I got to work on this system. I'm still critiquing this system, and I can be critiquing this system. I already gave my position on what I said. Or, well, maybe not all of it, but I'm giving my position on what I think should transpire in regards to Ron Garcia. Here's the deal. Now, Ron Garcia has actually ran his course, and it's difficult for him to make a fight, primarily because he perpetually puts himself in a position where, first of all, his word isn't what he professes it to be, right? He constantly says one thing. He even went so far as to reach out to his fan base and ask them he took a vote, right? Gave his fan base the opportunity to decide who's going to be his next fight. And the fan base, as well as most people with any common sense, right, chose Devin Haney over Rolando Rolly Romero, right? So he chose Devin Haney. But after having a conversation with the one and only Floyd Mayweather Jr., who was advising him, and the advice was that it would be better for Ron Garcia to take the fight with Rolly Romero, to get the belt from Rolly Romero and come back and fight Devin Haney, right? But the sour thing about that proposition is Ron Garcia had already gave his word. It was already in negotiations with Devin the Dream Haney and the Haney team. So to turn around and do anything other than what you told your fan base you was gonna do and what you told the world you was gonna do, hey, dude, like, what did you call that? What do you call that? I know what I call it. What do you call that? What do y'all call that? Right? I am not going to. I'm not going to eat him up on the show, right? And say what he really doing, right? But it is a good thing in reference to the way that I feel about what he did, how he totally disregard the integrity of what came out of his mouth. Need I say more? But that being said, the fact of the matter is that y'all have to make a decision on whether or not that this fight should take place. I'm gonna reserve the right. I'm gonna be in the middle with this in the sense that I'm not gonna say I'm not going to put the Haney's in a position where they got to think about what I have to say about whether they should take the fight. But I will say that uh, I wouldn't. I would. I would make the negotiations as one sided as possible in favor of the Haney's, based on the fact that Ron Garcia put himself in a position where he doesn't deserve the treatment that he normally would have got. What do you say about that? So, that being said, y'all ain't coming to the chat. Either the chat isn't up the way. You know what? I ran 2 or 3 test runs, and I ain't gonna be. I'm not gonna keep blaming this on me. The chat is open. I left a number in the chat for y'all to call. Now, I don't want to think that I am perpetually doing something wrong because the first time I attempted this, I was successful because a few people did come to the chat. So, in that sense, I want to think that I'm doing something right. Let me pop some in here and see if I can get some response. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Misspelled that, pal. Okay. Now I'm trying it again. So I'm gonna give it a few more minutes, and then if nothing transpires, I'm gonna get back to the drawing board and try something else because I am adamant about being in the position before you, the viewers, and the world to suggest that anything you put your mind to, you can do it. And I cannot be a failure in this regard, any other regard, because being a failure, it should be considered as not an option for us, period. None of us. Anything you put your mind to, you should do it. We have too big of a history of failure. A failure. So let's get it right, people. Let's use the thing that God gave us on our shoulders to use, our heads, to get things done. And I want to say in a positive way, instead of consorting to negativity. Okay? Now, I guess I could sit up here and let y'all look at me, and I can't see y'all, so uh, uh, um, y'all looking at me, right? But I think I'm just basically hoping that this chat. Let me try something. This chat lights up. How about that? I don't know. Maybe. Uh-oh. What was that? Uh-oh. Welcome to, I guess it wasn't open. Welcome to the live chat. Okay. Now, call. You can give me a call now. It was actually something that I hadn't did, and I fixed that. So, um, the live chat is on. You can call me. The numbers um, in the chat, live chat. The number is 510-593-5276. Holla. Ain't that what you young say? Holla. Holla. Oh my God. Sometimes I get in that young man mentality. Holla. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's for you youngsters, right? I didn't grow out of that behavior. At one time, I was, you know what I mean, I want to say, the fastest, slickest in the town. You know what I mean? Yeah, I actually was. But at the same time, I did grow out of that and finally got my scruples intact to the point where I changed my behavior from idiot in the dark that came to the light. But hey, you know what? I guess I do have a subject I can uh, uh, bring to the table while I see what this chat gonna do. See if anybody gonna use that phone number that I got on the live chat. Uh, um, what's that nut's name? Oh, excuse me, not nut. Um, he has a podcast. South 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 is it Southpaw Boxing? Yeah, Southpaw Boxing. I've had conversation with a couple of people, uh, or a couple of people came to me with some. No, I didn't solicit the information, but somebody came to me and mentioned softball boxing. This was in regards to uh, some foul. He just constantly come up with some old foul stuff, especially when it comes to Oakland, California. It happens to be where I'm actually from, Oakland, California, and the thing that really uh, it just annoys me that he talked, cowards and these all kind of old derogatory stuff, right? And I just simply say to this idiot that go down to 77th and Bancroft for 82nd West Oakland on not on Peralta or Sobriety Parker and say something like that. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't even do that. But I'm just saying you need to stop saying that for somebody, for one of them youngsters that he ain't got. Hey, look, they ain't got too much sense in the spots that I was talking about. But I'm saying I wouldn't want to see nothing happen to an old boy or Southpaw. But uh, you need to stop talking about something you don't know nothing about. You know what I mean? But I ain't really got a problem with you, man, because I know what's wrong with you. You know what I mean? You know I know what's wrong with you. Okay? But seems like seems like um ain't nobody hit me on. Y'all, where y'all is y'all at work or y'all just ain't got nothing to say to uh the brother today. What's up with that? Okay, okay. This is Jack Daniels from the Boxers Trainer Channel. I'm gonna be here until hell freezes over, so you may as well get ready. You can start jumping in and let's pick things up, or you can just look at me because I'm gonna be here until that freezes over, if you know what I mean. At that juncture, I would appreciate it if y'all would hit the subscription button, hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, and let me know what y'all think about what we should do about Ron the King Garcia and his perpetual, perpetual, inconsistent behavior. And on that note, I'm gone.